What's cooking, Bianconeri? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Today's show is basically what we're going to call the one step forward, two step back show, mainly because every single topic seems to be a little bit of that when it comes to that for Juventus. UEFA and the Super League, what's going on with that? It looks like UEFA pulled out first, but now we're going back into battle in basically a new court situation going on with that. Then you got Dybala. Looks like there's more issues there with his agreement. There's still no agreement, and then there's more issues with it being postponed. Like I said, we'll do more of the meetings. And then finally, Morata seems to actually have bigger issues with his health issues than maybe we thought, or that was being reported yesterday where it seemed positive. Now maybe it's negative. Stick with us. We'll fill you in now. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back here in the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today is Tuesday, September 28th, 2021, and we have your latest rundown of all things Juventus. Before we do anything, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. We know our algorithm or our analytics, whatever you want to call it, is showing basically that a lot of the people who watch our videos are actually not subscribed to the channel. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And definitely, if you feel so inclined, go ahead and share this with people as well. It always helps our community continue to grow, and hopefully more people can join here, and then we can bring you more content in the future. We appreciate everything that you all that you guys do, hanging out with us, doing the lives with us. All this is a lot of fun, and we hope to continue to grow and bring you more in the future. Anyway, let's go and just jump into it. What we have for you for the news, it's going to start off with the news about the UEFA. Basically, Tudo Sports reporting that against UEFA, against the Super League, of course, they're going to be anti-Super League with this, saying that proceedings against Juventus, Barcelona, and Real Madrid are canceled. Also canceled are the sanctions of the 9 clubs that that quit the Super League, including the fines. So when we say that, what does that mean? It actually broke during the live. We were talking yesterday during the live, and we were trying to figure out what that meant. So basically, all the rulings and stuff seem to be leaning toward Juventus's way. So it looks like Sheffield and UEFA were like, okay, I'm not going to dig myself into more of a hole. Well, he finally realized. It took him a while, but Sheffield finally realized that he was going to lose. It was a losing battle, an uphill battle for himself after the Madrid courts had already ruled in favor of the Super League and everything that was going along with that. So now he finally canceled it. So it's also kind of funny because the 9 clubs that quit the Super League, I guess they'd already paid some of those fines, so are those going to be returned? How is that going to work out? That's kind of hilarious, personally, especially for those EPL teams that did that. But anyway, there's more of an update that's going along with that, and let's get to part 2. UEFA has reported, though, that today the UEFA presented a motion to recuse the judge of the Madrid tribunal who had ordered UEFA to withdraw the sanctions against the rebel clubs. UEFA maintains that there are significant irregularities and wants to appeal to the provincial court of Madrid. So, who knows? At this point, they're going to keep fighting no matter what. So at first, they end up saying, no, we're going to recluse everything. Or I don't know why I'm trying to use the word that they're trying to use, recuse, when it comes to that. What I'm saying is they're trying to be like, okay, we'll pull out from all the issues that are going on with it. We don't want to do more. And then they're like, you know what? Actually, never mind. Let's cause more issues with Madrid court, see what we can get. Because we realize, and it's just a losing battle for them overall. They're going to continue going back and forth because they realize that the end game may not be positive when it comes to UEFA and their stranglehold over European football as we know it, Calcio, all of it in its entirety when it comes to Europe's sporting, in games, whatever you want to call it. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say when I say that, but you know what I mean. When it comes to their stranglehold over all the competitions, and really, what I'm trying to say is the money behind it. Who can pocket what? Everything that goes along with that. That's what they care about, is all the money that they can pocket. On top of teams that really bring the money when it comes to Real Madrid, when it comes to Juventus, when it comes to Barcelona, when it comes to all the EPL teams, whatever have you. Only guys that are really in their pocketbook or that are in their backing are really guys like PSG and what's going on there. So we'll monitor that, as I'm sure there's going to be more and more stories, more twists and turns down the road. But that's the first or the latest little bit that we really have when it comes to UEFA and that. Then the next story we have is actually involves about Ekaterine and Kyle George, basically saying Nicolo Balice is reporting that the figures present in the financial report of Juve, including bonuses and additional fees, Ekaterine did cost 1.9 million euros plus 2 million euros of conditional bonuses. Kyle George is about 5.4 million euros total. So just some financial numbers there. I guess cheaper options when it comes overall to Juventus's long list of debts, if you will, especially when you look at how much they're in the red currently. But these guys are the cheaper options, just showing where Juventus is going and how they're spending compared to maybe, the big money deals, like how Ronaldo was. Anyway, of course, Ekaterine is not he plays for Sampdoria, or I use plays loosely for Sampdoria right now because he hasn't really had a lot of time out there on the field. Excuse me. All right. And then Cherubini with Gazzetta dello Sport was talking about Dybala and the situation there, saying, all I can say is that there's optimism and serenity. I don't know why serenity bothers me so much. We'll get into that actually just a sec. Let me finish it. With Paulo, we agreed to take some time off, considering the many engagements of this period. So a bit more frustration, honestly, I feel like, from Juventus fans. I don't know if it's because of the period we want to see about his injury and everything that goes along with that, or if it's just they can't come to an agreement because of the monetary issue and he keeps pushing for more money. Keep monitoring it. We'll see what happens, but it's every time it feels like it's getting close to finding a resolution, then stuff like this happens, and it worries me again, because then again, the best interest of Juventus, and maybe of Paulo Dybala, but really the best interest of Juventus is to get him re-signed to a new contract as soon as possible, because you can't lose a player of his caliber and his monetary value, to be frank, for free right now. If he were to go somewhere else, it's a 60 million euro valued player. That would be a big loss for Juventus. So you can't do that. You have to hopefully try not to do that if possible. But also, I also find it funny because he always says optimism and serenity, and I understand it's in Italian, so maybe he's not saying it the exact same way. But every time I read it, you know what I think of? I don't know if any of you guys are big Seinfeld fans, or maybe I'm aging myself a little bit compared to some of the people that are on the channel. But if you ever watch Seinfeld, there's the episode, the Serenity Now episode, and that's how I picture him being like, Serenity Now! Serenity Now! Just basically just saying, trying to calm himself down in the situation. Serenity now. Anyway, maybe I just dated myself way more than a lot of people that are actually on the channel, but that's what I kind of think of whenever it says that. And then the last update that we have for you of the day currently, and that is Gazzetta dello Sport's reporting that Morata could be out until the end of October. His injury is more serious than expected. So again, one step forward, two steps back. Bit frustrating, mainly because it seemed like the reports yesterday were that both Morata and Dybala were not nearly as serious as we had worried about. Overall, if of the two that you really want to have, maybe have more issues. And when I say this, we don't really want to have either one have issues, but I guess would be Morata, because Dybala has such a long history, or not a long history, but a more recent history of long injuries that were taken out last year. He was taken out for most of the season with that injury, and we're worried about it being the same issue, something that would keep him out for another part of the year. And then I'll honestly just complicate things when it comes to his overall status with Juventus / his future contract with Juventus. But it's still negative because Morata is the main striker, really the only pure striker Juventus has right now, and you don't want to lose him for any period of time, especially during these Champions League games that matter the most. So you can move to the elimination rounds, because if you lose out, you look at the whole Chelsea situation. It's unfortunate, especially when you're playing the European champions of last year, having them at home and having an opportunity to either, I don't want to say you could have an opportunity to knock them off, but at least steal a point off of them, which would be nice. And then now you lose that opportunity at home. You have the opportunity at home, but you lose the peak physical fitness of the club going into that opportunity. And then you you'll have to go to London later. Will he be healthy enough next month to do that? We'll see. Right now, it doesn't look positive, though. Hopefully, at least Dybala will be back for that. Hopefully, we'll have more reports when it comes to Morata and his health, and hopefully, he will continue to get better, and hopefully, he'll heal, and then he can be back, and we won't have to worry about this in the future. But anyway, that's the latest that we really have when it comes to Morata. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on all the topics that we talked about today in the comment section down below. We appreciate you guys reaching out again. I also appreciate you guys that are sharing your Juventus stories. Whether you're a new subscriber or an old subscriber that hasn't done it yet, I appreciate you guys. You're an integral part of what we do here in the community, and we want to involve you guys more with what we do here. We're going to do that sooner than later when we get the memberships rolling here with the channel. It'll be fun. You guys can do stuff like call-ins and whatever have you during our lives and all that. It'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also hit the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos as soon as they drop. Make sure you follow Bianconeri at Bianconeri on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter, and follow my boy Julian Genotti at Genotti151 on Twitter as well. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.